How's it going, mages? It's been a while since I put out a video, and here we are. It is well within the Final Fantasy set, and I've been having such a fun time since bans have occurred. We have a deck here today. It's a Lifegain deck that takes advantage of the fact that we're going to be gaining so much life by doing damage to the enemy. It makes Lifegain feel a lot better. This deck was shown to me by a good friend, and I thought, wow, that would be awesome to showcase. Going up against it with some of the meta decks that are out right now, it just did really well against them. Now, it doesn't solve every problem. It doesn't even really necessarily have any sort of answers for anything specifically. It just aims to gain life, out survive, and do damage all at the same time. So here we are. We've got what you would expect in a Lifegain deck with Hinterland Sanctifier, which is a wonderful one drop to have on the board, but also just great card to have on the board, period, if you're going to be playing creatures, which is what we're going to be doing. Most of the deck is creatures, aside from Sheltered by Ghosts, and maybe, I think that's it. Yeah, we've got a White Sun's Twilight. That's just for late game, or just a oh no or an oh crap situation. Maybe the board is a little bit too wide, or something that's just absolutely bonkers, or they've removed all your creatures, or both. It's nice to have some sort of option there, but also gains life if we need it, which can tie into our cards that benefit from gaining life, which are Enduring Tenacity, one of the best cards in this deck. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And of course, because it's a Glimmer enchantment creature, when it dies, you also get to run it as an enchantment, which increases the stick power. Super cool. And of course, there's a Bloodthirsty Conqueror. This is optional, but I only have like one Linden. I think I recommend 3 Linden in this deck, but because I don't have 3, I'm running 2 Angel of Vitalities and a Bloodthirsty Conqueror, and then a couple of lands shorter than what I would expect, which is 21. But the Bloodthirsty Conqueror is awesome. Flying Death Touch 5/5 for 5 mana, and whenever an opponent loses life, which they're going to be doing, you gain that much life, which is something that we're interested in. Most of the time we're just gaining life, and then when we gain life, the Glimmer will do its thing. And other than that, we've got a little bit of hand hate or decurving, if you will, with the Deep Cavern Bat. This card is great at any point of the game, maybe except when they have nothing in their hand, but that's not typically going to be the case. We're not a hand hate deck. We're just trying to disrupt what they have and take, removal or some combo piece that they're trying to run. There's a lot of decks right now that rely on like grave reanimation, stuff like that. So if we can take a Zombify, or maybe that creature, that mana producing creature that we need to remove for them so that they can't ramp, etc. So other than that, it's basically play as many creatures as you can. Don't throw everything on the board, because that can get you in a bind where everything gets locked down or removed for the board wipe, etc. So just be mindful of that. You don't have to throw everything out there. I'm guilty of that. I just want to throw all the creatures on the board, because the more you have, the more life gain, the more combo you have, right? So that's a tough thing to balance, but it's a really fun deck, and I think it really shows the prowess of life gain, but it takes advantage of it. Instead of just having a bunch of life and hoping that your creatures are going to be able to take out the opponent, you don't really have to attack as much, and they can just sit on the board and ping the enemy for damage, and it's pretty effective. So we were going to be playing this in Mythic, because that's where we are currently, and it did pretty good. Hey, real quick before we jump into the gameplay, I just wanted to ask, if you enjoy this type of content, Magic the Gathering gameplay, analysis, etc., please give a like or a subscribe or make a comment. It really would help out the channel, and it means a lot to me specifically. So I just wanted to say that. I hate to ask for this kind of thing, but it does help. So anyway, thanks, and on to the video.